Alright guys, how we doing tonight?
Woo!
Good deal. Alright, sounds not that exciting. Alright, cool. Speaking about consent earlier, one of the rules was if anybody wants to record, you need their consent. I do also give my consent, not the first time I have. I gave my consent for an adult film only one time. I never got called back again. It's kind of sad, you know, they say girls appreciate the small things, right? Until you whip out a small dick. Then it's like you're not getting called back again, you realize small things don't get you nowhere. But good thing that didn't happen to me, I was just camera shy, so I didn't have to worry about that. I grew up in Brooklyn in a Puerto Rican family. There was 5 of us in the house. Go figure, Puerto Rican from Brooklyn. Crazy. But I had 2 older brothers, which is kind of cool. Unless you're the baby, then it sucks. You learn certain things in life, like Bengay does not make your penis grow. So long as you're standing there with the jar in your hand and you're eating the rest of it, you're going to get your ass beat. Because no matter if you shared it with your older brothers, you were the one who did it. But we had a pretty crazy dad, man. My dad was pretty awesome. Probably one of the baddest motherfuckers I know in the world, man. I mean, he was in the army. He was in jail. He did some pretty good things in his life. I mean, he's worked for 25 years plus. He just got his 25-year pin at his job that he works at. And he bike rides. He bike rides more than anybody I know in the world. My father will bike ride from Brooklyn to New Jersey to go eat at fucking McDonald's. It's like, I'm like, Dad, didn't you just pass like 226 McDonald's on your way to New Jersey? And he's like, yeah, but the fry cook has some really good weed here. So, my dad will be the only motherfucker you see in the Holland Tunnel on his bicycle passing cars, looking at them and just hauling ass. There was nothing in the world that could stop my father, unless it was the common cold. Now, my father, just like every other man, I'm sure there's some people out here who know men who are affected by this, that when the guy gets sick, they transform into a toddler. They literally can't do anything for themselves. They can't talk, they can't breathe, they're fussy, everything. My father was way more dramatic than anybody else I've ever known when he got sick. When my father was getting sick, you can literally see it as it's happening to him. You can see him getting sick. It's like the flu was taking shots at him. Falls on the floor. He's like, Mary, can you get the Vicks and the green alcohol? And then here comes my mom. My mom's about 4'2". You hear her feet running. Coming with that Vicks Vapor Rub. See, in the 90s as a kid growing up, we didn't have Obamacare. We had Abuela Care. Yeah! For those who don't know what Abuela means, those who know habla español, Abuela means grandma. Now, my grandmother was a badass. She had 14 kids. 14 kids. My grandmother's vagina was like a German grease gun during World War II. Just kid after kid after kid. My grandfather's pull-out game was not on fleek. But I learned from him now, though. Now I learned from my grandfather. Now I pull out and I still punch you in the stomach to make sure there's nothing happening. See, Vicks Vapor Rub is like the go-to for everything, man. Like, when you have a stuffy nose, Vicks Vapor Rub on your neck, on your chest, you're feeling under the weather, you rub Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet, bam, problem solved. You can't breathe? I said rub it on your chest. You'll be fine. Once my father heals from his little common cold and he gets up and he realizes the wonders of Vicks Vapor Rub, man, he will start rubbing it in door hinges. It's fixed! Man, he was a badass, like I said, though, man. So, a couple months ago, a little bit before Christmas, you know what I'm saying, I had, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me. Kind of sad. I did that thing where you start crying. You kind of look in the mirror and you see yourself while you're crying. And you look away, but then you have nothing else to keep you going while you're crying, so you look back in the mirror again and you start doing that face. And you're just spitting all over the place. So I called my mom. I'm like, Ma, listen, I'm hurting. You know, my girlfriend just left me. Like, I don't know what to do with my life right now. I just started crying again. My mom's like, baby, where are you? I'm in the bathroom. All right, mijo, listen. Open up the medicine cabinet, grab the Vicks Vapor Rub, rub it on your chest, you'll be fine. Thank you. Woo!